Hi all, in this video I will teach you numerical integration based on the two methods trapezoidal rule and Simpson's one-third rule. To evaluate integral a to b f of x dx numerically, let us first divide the interval ab into n equal subintervals. Let y0, y1, y2 etc. yn be the values corresponding to x0, x1, x2 etc. xn of the function y equal to f of x. Since we are dividing the interval ab into n equal subintervals, there will be n plus 1 points of y as well as x. Let us use trapezoidal rule. This formula is very easy to remember, where h is obtained using the formula b minus a by n, where b is the upper limit, a is the lower limit, and n is the number of equal subintervals. We can multiply h by 2 with first value plus last value plus 2 into remaining values. For Simpson's rule, the formula is very easy to remember. H by 3 multiplied with first value plus last value plus 2 into even suffixes plus 4 into odd suffixes. Note that Simpson's one-third rule is only applied when the number of subintervals is an even number. Problem 1. Evaluate integral 0 to 1 e raised to minus x square dx with n is equal to 10 using both the methods. First, let us write the given data. Here n is equal to 10, which is an even number. Therefore, we can apply Simpson's one-third rule. A is the lower limit 0, b is the upper limit 1, f of x is the integrand e raised to minus x square. Let us calculate the step size b minus a by n, which is 0.1. To solve this problem, first let us do the following settings in the calculator. Here I am using the calculator 991 ES. Okay. To fix your answers to the desired number of digits. Say for an example, I want all the answers up to 6 decimal places. For that, you can do these settings. Press shift and then press mode. There are many options available. Select the option fix, and then it will ask you what is the desired number of digits between 0 and 9. Here I want to fix up to 6 decimal places, so I will type the number 6. Once you have fixed your calculator up to 6 decimal places, you can evaluate the function f of x e raised to minus x square for various values of x in the interval by doing the following settings. Press mode, and then there are many options. Out of those options, select table. It will ask you what is f of x. Type the function, which is e raised to minus x square, and then press equal to. It will ask you what is the starting value, which is the lower limit 0. Press equal to. It will ask you what is the ending value, which is the upper limit. Here upper limit is 1. Press equal to. It will ask you what is the step size. Press the value of, type the value of h, which is 0.1. Now press equal to. We will get the desired table. You can copy down that table in your notebook. You can note that each answers will be fixed up to 6 decimal places. Now to bring back your calculator to the normal mode, you can do the following settings. Press mode and then select comp. After writing down the table, you can use these notations. First value will be y0, second value will be y1. Name all these values up to y10. Now you can use trapezoidal rule. Substitute all these values in the formula and then evaluate. You get the answer as 0.7462. Now for Simpson's rule, you can use this formula. Substituting all these values in this formula, we get this answer. Now out of these two methods, trapezoidal rule and Simpson's one-third rule, Simpson's one-third rule is the preferred one because it will minimize the error with the actual answer as compared to trapezoidal rule. Problem 2. By dividing the range into 10 equal parts, evaluate integral 0 to pi sin x dx using Simpson's rule and verify the result by actual integration. Let us write the given data. Here n is equal to 10, which is an even number. Therefore, we can apply Simpson's one-third rule. A is the lower limit 0, B is the upper limit pi, f of x is our function sin x. Calculate the step size. H is equal to b minus a by n, which will be pi by 10. Since we are solving trigonometric problem numerically, we must make sure to put the calculator in degree mode or radian mode. Since the value of pi in our calculator is read as a decimal number 3.142 instead of degree as 180, so to find the value of sin x in this interval 0 to pi, we have to make sure to put the calculator in radian mode, because all these angles are read as numbers instead of degrees. Now to put your calculator in radian mode, you can press shift and then select rad, R-A-D. Now once you have obtained the table, you can write down the table. Here the values of x will be usually numbers, but we know these values doesn't count when we are using the formula, so we can simply manually write down. The first value will be 0, the second value will be 0 plus h, the next value will be 0 plus 2h, next value will be 0 plus 3h. As such, we get the last value. Because we don't need the values of x, we need only the values of y. Let us name these values as y0, y1 up to y10. For Simpson's one-third rule, substituting all these values in our formula, we get the answer as 2.00091. Now let us perform the actual integration. We know the integration of sin x is minus cos x. Apply the limits, we get the answer as 2. You can observe the value of numerical integration is 2.0007 and the actual integration is 2. So there is less error when you are using the Simpson's one-third rule. Problem 3. Evaluate integral 4 to 5.2 log x dx by using both the methods. Here you can observe the values of n is not given, also h is not given. Usually we take the value of h as 0.1 by default if it is not given. But if we take 0.1, we get a large number of values in the table. Therefore, to avoid that, I am minimizing the value of h by taking 0.2. So if we take 0.2, we will be getting only less number of values. You can see we have only less number of values. So by taking 0.2, it is very easier for us to find out the answer. But usually by default, we take h as 0.1. In this particular problem, we are taking h as 0.2. Now after naming all these values, let us use both the formulas to evaluate the answers. Let us use these formulas to calculate the area under the curve, also to find out the volume of solid of revolution about x-axis. You know, this is a formula for calculating area under the curve, integral a to b y dx. And to find volume, we use the formula integral a to b pi into y square dx. Problem 1. A river is 80 meters wide. The depth d in meters at a distance x meters from one bank is given by the following table. Calculate the area of the cross section of the river using Simpson's one-third rule. Usually they will not mention which method you have to use. So you will be confused whether this is a numerical integration problem or not. But you know, to calculate area we can use numerical integration method. And since Simpson's one-third rule is the best among both the methods, we are using Simpson's one-third rule. Since the table is given, so no need to calculate the table. From the table it is easily understood the step sizes 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. So the step size is h is equal to 10. And you know the formula for area. So area is, you have to integrate from 0 up to 80 meters. Up to 80 meters the depth. So when you integrate the depth, we get area. So d dx. And you know by Simpson's rule, it is nothing but y0 plus y8 all these are the values of the depth. Okay, now name all these values as y0, y1, y2. So there are up to y8 values, that is 9 values are there. After supplying in this formula we get 710. So this is the area under the curve y equal to f of x. To find out the volume of a solid of revolution about x-axis, they have given the table, and from the table it is easily understood the step size is 0.5, 1 to 1.5, 2 2.5, 3 3.5 and 4. Therefore h is 0.5, and we know the formula for volume, it is 0 to 4 pi into y square dx. So I am taking the value of pi outside the integration. So we have to integrate 0 to 4 y square dx. So we can use the formula of Simpson's rule, but each term must be the square of that. So here instead of y0 plus y6 we have taken y0 square plus y6 square plus y2 square plus y4 square plus y1 square plus y3 square plus y5 square, because we are taking the volume of the solid of revolution about x-axis. After calculating we get the answer as 64.104. Another application is to find out the speed, acceleration, velocity. We know the formula for speed is distance over time. So v is ds by dt. And from this, what is ds? ds is v into dt. That is, after integrating we get s is equal to integration of v dt. So if we integrate speed, we will get the distance travelled. So to get distance travelled we have to integrate the speed with respect to time. And we know for acceleration it is a is equal to dv by dt, velocity over time. Okay, so you can perform the same steps here. So v will be integration of a into dt. To calculate the velocity you have to integrate acceleration over time. Let us do some problems. The speed v meter per second of a car t seconds after it starts is shown in the following table. So here our time is from 0 to 120 seconds. The speed is given in the table, and you know that we want to find out the distance travelled. The distance travelled in 2 minutes. Here we can make sure the time is same. Time is measured in same unit or not. 2 minutes is nothing but 120 seconds. So we have the table up to 120 seconds. So no need to worry about that. So from the table h is equal to 12. 0, 12, 24, 36, 48. So our step size is 12. So to find out the distance travelled, we have to integrate speed. And since distance travelled is calculated up to 2 minutes, that is up to 120 seconds, we can integrate from 0 to 120 speed into dt. And you know this is the formula y0 plus y10, where y0, y10, all these are the values of the speed. Okay, so this is y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, etc. And so after substituting values we get the answer in terms of meters. Now this is the distance travelled. Next problem is based on acceleration. The acceleration is tabulated below. Using the trapezoidal rule and Simpson's rule, find the velocity. And you know the formula for velocity, we have to integrate acceleration. And our table starts from 0 to 40, therefore integrate from 0 to 40. Our step size is 5. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Therefore h is equal to 5. And name these values as y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, y7 and y8. Now using trapezoidal rule, you will get the answer as 2179.9. By using Simpson's rule, you get this answer. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.